I know what it's like to feel invisible. I know what it's like to have my head down and not want to make eye contact with people because I don't know what they'll think. I think it makes it easy to love on these people that walk through the doors because I've walked in their shoes. Those that walk through with their head down and maybe ashamed that I have to get something for free because I can't afford it. When they walk through the doors, our goal is to greet them with joy so that their heads will be lifted up and then they can walk with their head high in here and be able to just be like, you know what? I deserve to be here. The Garage of Blessings is a place where you can shop absolutely free. That's the difference between us and what you may call a thrift store. I started the Garage of Blessings in my two-car home garage in 2012 after having had cleaned out somebody else's garage and noticing that her items would be a blessing to somebody else. I had a line at my door the next morning of people coming to want to see what it was, and so my garage became a shopping place. There was one day when I was in my home garage watching and listening to people shop and them talking and so on and so forth, and there was a couple of ladies talking, and I overheard one say to the other, "This is like a garage full of blessings." And at that point, I was like, that's it. That's what it is. Within 4 months' time, we ran out of space in my home garage. We ran out of space in the entire neighborhood because of the amount of traffic we were bringing in. I took a step of faith thinking, if there's a need for this, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, if this is what I meant, or what that still small voice meant by making a stamp in this community, the rent's gonna come. And then we were able to now expand into almost 6,000 square feet. I keep thinking to myself that maybe there should be a limit as to how much we should grow. But I think if I put a limit on how much we can grow, then I feel like I'm putting a limit on my faith, that I can only believe so much. And I believe things out of this world. We're surrounded, by our homeless, from the families that just can't make it month to month to the single moms and the single dads. A lot of military, because we live in a military town, and we see if there's a way that we can connect them with something in the community where they can receive additional help. I want people to know, though, that the Garage of Blessings is not a place of enablement. The stories that come through the Garage of Blessings, people that come in tears. We've had people considering suicide walk through our doors and ask, just without any care anymore, because they've lost all hope. I always tell the volunteers, we're one step away from being in the same position that they're in. So treat them, everybody, with respect. And I definitely want to make sure that everyone is recognized at the garage, with a smile and knowing that they're not invisible. There's some hard people that walk through the doors, hard hearts, a hard look, and we're going to get through to them sometimes it's through those tangible things that we can bless them with. I love what I do. We love what we do. This is hard work. It is physical labor to go through all these boxes and bring in the donations and lift and this, that, and the other, and the amount of recycling that we do and the trash. I mean, it isn't easy work. But at the same time, we don't let all of those things overshadow the reason why people walk through the doors. The volunteers are really important to me. There's no way that I would be able to make this place happen if it wasn't for the other like-minded people, the people with the same type of heart that just want to give. We may not all believe the same thing, but I think if you were to peel away and look at each one of our hearts, you would find something that matches with every single one. Something very similar is just a heart that wants to give and receive nothing in return. I can't say anything's unbelievable here anymore. That would be untrue, because everything here it happens here. And I'm not saying the garage is magic. It's not. The garage is blessed. And that's why people are being blessed through the garage, because we're blessed that we can bless others. It's very difficult for me to ask for something if I have a need. but it's almost as if, that need is still heard through sometimes my anguish. Sometimes I don't even have to say anything. And then when that specific item comes, I just have to excuse myself because it's so overwhelming to be a part of something so absolutely incredible. And we get to watch miracles happen every single day. It's Christmas every day at the garage. It really is.